So that was the tree the camera was resting on. You can see lots of stuff to cut out of the way before we ever get a road in here. You can see the gully down there. The hill up there, that's the adjacent property that is south of our property. This is all south of us. There's places where you can actually kind of see the boundary layer in the trees. That's forestry land or logging land, the guys. There's Marcy down there. This is the log that hopefully you could see me having a good time with. And here we are. This is kind of our little resting place. Mm-hmm.
That's our property corner. We're that close.
Really? Well, this is our resting place. This is this big giant tree here is the creaky oak tree. Usually when we're here, if there's any kind of breeze, it's always rubbing together and making noise. And there's a big old crooked fir tree there. The road's gonna go in between there. I don't know if you can see the ribbon over here. There it is. So we're getting close to the edge of our property here. We're just gonna hang out here and take a minute and get the camera set up to hopefully record the next part of the trail. There's where we're going, and there's where we came from. You look way back there. There's the tree that I had the camera sitting on. Sorry it's shaking so much. You can zoom out, you gotta have a tripod. Okay, well, we'll see.
Marcy at the helm. From my vantage, this is what I see as I'm walking the trail. And I turn around, and do you see that guy? Pulling Stanley. Yep, we're almost. So this is one of the last markers. Stanley's going to go through over this. That'll be fun. And then Stanley has to go over that, which will also be fun. I'll turn around for that. But here, this tree, where you see the white underneath, that's the for sale sign. So this is I've just stepped over the threshold of our property, of our place. So this is, I need to get further away. So you can see Stanley at his finest. Good job, Stanley.
You show him the sign?
Yep. Now all we see is your butt. And Stanley going over. Good job, Stanley. So there is the for sale sign. It was living up there, tore down in half. Just as a marker for now to remind us where we are. We're going to take a quick break before we head downstream. I'll give you a preview. That's where we're going.
The first hill. This is likely going to turn into a muddy mess at some point, so this will probably be one of the first places we try to build stairs of some kind. Stanley the schemer. Let's see what's in the driveway. Look at the big pile of shit. So this is our first removal issue. This is the Tree of Doom. I actually have tried to kick this thing over and the bottom just disintegrated, but the rest of the tree is still hanging out. You see how it's just barely holding onto the side of that tree? Well, it's holding on enough that I could not get that thing to move. So we'll have to maybe hope that it falls down on its own, or maybe we'll get a couple sets of hands on it and push it along. But anyways, so right now we just kind of walk around it, and Z Marcy comes down here and then off to the right. Down here to the left is sort of where we came through originally. It's kind of swampy down in this area. I mean, not swampy, but there's a spot down here a little further that that we had to navigate around, so we ended up finding this path, and it comes down here around the corner, and you see these nice little places where the trees kind of arch over in like a little half moon kind of door. So we're gonna set the camera down here on a nice mossy stump and see if we can get it oriented to watch our next section here. And we'll be.
So this doesn't look like it, but there's a steep hill going down here. And then we go around the corner. I mean, it's not like a steep hill. We're going to take a break. Past the weird doorway, going underneath the tarp of the branches.
Slanted door.
The slanted
Beyond the
door.
slanted door.
And pretty soon, Stanley and its director, driver, will turn the corner to the right. Had we gone straight right there, we would have hit swampy land. Oh, good job, Stanley. I'm going to get a little closer so you can see what Stanley and Stanley's driver were able to do. Go over that. Oh, well, let me back up. I'm not good at this. Yeah. Oh.
Goes that way.
Some more Stanley dragging.
Huh?
And then we're at a stump. This is a pivotal stump for all of us involved.
It really is.
It really has been. Stanley goes around the stump better to the left.
Yeah, this is where Chestnut Street meets Sesame Street.
Something like that, yeah.
Or Nicollet Avenue.
There's a bunch of branches to get over.
Whew.
Whoa.
Stanley is a champ. Slides like a ski over everything.
The filmer almost drove her knee into a piece of wood. That wouldn't have been fun.
As you can see, our place is not terribly accessible. I don't even like it that way.
I mean, it's not very accessible for a Stanley. human feet, depending upon how structured. It's pretty accessible. Don't let the driver fool you. And that's where I stopped. So the next space, you're probably going, where are we going next? We could go this way, we could go that way, we could go that way. We're actually going to go that way.
Well, that is our path that we just came down. Here's trusty Stanley. Stanley, old steamer tank. He's a boss. So we go this way. A little notch right there. We'll cut that out of there, so our path goes back that way. Eventually we'll probably maybe just bring it straight through here and avoid this little twisty turn. So we might try to get through and make this a straight shot. Here, lots of these little cool things to walk under. You can see why we like this place so much. At least I hope. And you come around and, oh, Marcy made it to the camp. And we're almost to camp. I'm going to have to come back and drag Stanley through this, but we're through most of the worst part already. Down the hills and over the woods we go. There's Marcy in the distance. There's our pack, and here's our little cleared area and our sticks on the ground. Guess we must have left them there. There's this flat spot we made for the tent. And there's all our stuff. Stayed pretty well. We kind of just used our tarp and bundled it up good. It didn't rain, so we really didn't need the tarp, but it's good practice. So this is kind of the first path we sort of started with. We came, I think, up that direction. We kind of changed where that came out. There's a little pathway down there, but this right here is where we camped for the very first night. And down here, on this little trail, we parked up our camp chairs right there. And we got to come down here and take a look at our little pond area.
It smells delightful.
It does. So there's our pond. Let's see if I
look,
can
that's where, Derek, you put
get down
your foot in the muck.
here. Proud property owner.